Here we are, day 2 of this 48-hour shopping extravaganza. As it relates to Walmart, I would say good for Doug McMillon for admitting, I guess, that there's still work to do here in e-commerce, because arguably this is the biggest battle right now shaking out in retail, is the online delivery wars, so to speak, between Amazon and Walmart. And in many ways, I think you are seeing Walmart play a little bit of catch up. Earlier this year, Amazon came out and said, we're going to make one-day shipping the default now for all paying Prime members across the country. And then Walmart, a few weeks later, had its own announcement of, hey, we're going to reach 75% of the U.S. population by the end of the year with a one-day shipping option. So in many ways, you know, there's been this ongoing back and forth between the two of them to get goods to consumers as quickly as possible.
So is Amazon, obviously Amazon is winning because Walmart just admitted as much, the CEO did. Can we say that Prime Day is doing what Amazon wants it to do?
Yeah, I think in certain ways Amazon is winning. I think one area where it really does have leverage and where what shines through on Prime Day is its massive membership base. So that's this loyalty aspect, I guess, of the Prime membership. These people that pay $119 a year to get things like free shipping and whatnot. Walmart doesn't have anything to really compete with that. And I think there are pros and cons to being a paying Prime member. But again, we see that those shoppers, on average, again, a Prime customer, they spend more, so that's very valuable to Amazon. And I think those are the people that are really turning up over this 48-hour event, is those paying Prime customers.
So those are paying Prime customers.
Right.
What about people who are new to Prime? Is this going to get more people to join up for that
Exactly.
service?
I mean, Amazon, for the 5 years that they've done, or this is the 5th year now of them doing the Prime Day event, but each year, they've said we've added more and more paying Prime members. I think they really use that today as a tool to add more. And last year was the first time the company actually disclosed how many of those members they have, which they said is more than 100 million now.
Can we broaden this out a little bit more? Is there a specific part of the retail industry right now where we are seeing a real bifurcation or a separation of winners and losers? I know that electronics, sure, consumer electronics is always there, but it seems to me kind of apparel is getting to that point as well now.
Absolutely. I think, and there was just a report out from NPD Group this morning, actually, that said apparel spending is expected to continue to tick down this year. But one area where they still see growth is athleisure wear, athletic wear. I think that's one area within apparel, I guess, that there's been a lot of strength. So players like Lululemon, Nike, Under Armour, Adidas continue to do well. But yes, you're seeing, Dress Barn, Chico's, Charming Charlie just filed for bankruptcy last week. Barney's could potentially file for bankruptcy, the department store chain. A lot of these apparel-based retailers are really struggling, and I think that's one area where if consumers are cutting back on spending, that's where they're cutting back.
What's the big focus going to be for you? Which part of the retail business in the second half of the year?
Sure. I mean, I think it continues to be apparel, just what's shaking out there. I think that's where a lot of the store closures that we're seeing across the entire retail landscape, that's where those are shaking out. So just then, looking at, okay, what's moving into those spaces? What's next? What's going to fill that gap, if anything, as these companies continue to struggle and go out of business?